Today we're going to be taking a look at a Square Direct Weld Jack with the included drop leg. This is a heavy-duty utility jack that's going to let you raise and lower your trailer. This jack has a lift capacity of 10,000 pounds and a support capacity of 12,000 pounds. The drop leg is going to feature spring return. So once you release this, the drop leg will go back up into the inner tube on its own, spring loaded. The drop leg is going to help increase overall extension for maximum adjustability. We're looking at a spring-loaded plunger pin that's located on the side of the jack for easy access. The drop leg is going to provide an additional 13.5 inches of travel independently from the jack. It can be adjusted in increments of about 3 3/8 of an inch. So the drop leg is going to feature a 5-hole design. 1, 2, I have it mounted on the 3rd, 4, and 5. So I have a little bit of it exposed just so you can get an idea of what the drop leg is, how far apart the holes are, and how the plunger pin kind of sits inside and engages that hole to hold the drop leg in position. So a 5-hole adjustment, total travel when it comes to the drop leg, 13.5 inches, and that can be adjusted in increments of about 3 3/8 of an inch. That's the distance between the mount holes center on center. Now internally, this is going to feature an 1.25" jack screw. That's going to allow for heavy lifting. Maintenance is pretty simple with the jack located here. We're looking at 2 grease zerk fittings. That way you can attach your grease gun, pump the grease in, and lubricate the internal components. We're looking at a steel construction. The outer tube, inner tube, drop leg, foot plate, steel construction. It's going to have a black powder coated finish on it, so it's going to do a great job of resisting rust and corrosion and lasting a long time. As you can see, it does not include a handle. Your handle is sold separately. The foot plate on this unit is going to be welded to the base of the drop leg. That's going to give us a measurement of 8 inches by 8 1/4. So that's a really nice size. That's going to do a great job at spreading out the applied weight. It really helps minimize sinking in softer ground. It also increases overall stability. This is a direct weld-on installation. The outer tube on this jack, square design. It's going to measure 4 inches by 4 inches. Inner tube, 3.5 by 3.5. Drop leg is going to be 3 inches by 3 inches. Now with the jack in the fully retracted position, so that would be at its complete lowest setting, measuring from the bottom of the foot plate to the top of the jack, fully retracted is 28 inches. Fully extended is 40 1/4. So that's going to give the jack a travel of 12 1/4 inches. And then again, that drop leg is going to offer an additional 13.5 inches of travel. And the 13.5 inch travel can be adjusted in about 3 3/8 inch increments. When it comes to adding a cross tube or a handle, there's a couple measurements to be aware of. The drive pin diameter, that's this pin right here, that's going to give us a diameter of 3/8 of an inch, or excuse me, 1 inch diameter. So drive pin, 1 inch diameter, mount hole diameter, that's going to give us a diameter of 3/8 of an inch. That's going to do it for today's look at the Square Direct Weld Jack with the included drop leg. Again, this is going to offer a lift capacity of 10,000 pounds and a support capacity of 12,000 pounds.